Hey guys, welcome back to Warframe. I don't know what I'm going to do today, I just want to fool around with this a little bit. Not going to probably do a properly full-length episode.
A new quest is available in your codex.
But yeah, just figured. I got a new PNG tuber, as you can see, of my operator. And also I have
the
okay,
infested boil that once threatened the plains of Eidolon. It has
I
grown
got it.
back.
Yes, you don't have to repeat this every time I log in.
Remain on standby. I may need you at a moment's notice.
But as you can see, well, okay, maybe a little bit more clearer here. I tried to design it off of my operator's mask, my PNG YouTuber, and my whole outfit. I simplified it a little bit because, one, I'm a little bit of a lazy artist, I suppose, and also I thought if I made it a little too busy, because I think that's an issue of a couple of the other PNG YouTubers, they're too busy. So I actually like dialed back a lot of the detail stuff and tweaked things, and I think it turned out pretty well. And like, it's pretty obviously, you know, pretty obviously me. I'm very, also, I didn't draw a lot of attention to my operator last time because spoilers and whatnot, but at this point, the thumbnail has a spoiler warning on it. So if you're here, you've already accepted the fact that you're getting Warframe spoilers.
Get a few years to live, yet spend most of that time
doing everything wrong.
learning how to live.
Thank you, Ortis. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very happy of this haircut existing in Warframe because it is Luca's haircut. Maybe more realistic because it actually is my actual haircut. So, my hair is a bit longer right now. Lucas, it's a little bit more unrealistic with the hair kind of coiffed up and poofy. But whatever. Maybe with sufficient hairspray it's possible. But yeah, I didn't have a specific plan in mind. I've been grinding a lot of different things, bouncing around back and forth. Oh yeah, I was building Dagoth. Let's claim that stuff and get the main, I need Prime chassis. When I have Prime Warframe parts, I build them just so I have them done. Even if I'm not particularly seeking to build someone. Yeah. We'll have Dagoth in, 3 days. Neat. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I'm grinding towards at the moment. I was thinking, and we're gonna be doing, like, all spoiler content here at this point, because I was thinking one of the things is I want to get more Incarnon weapons. And I've kind of neglected anything to do with the Zeramin since I've gotten back into the game. I do want to get more Endo, so I was thinking of doing arbitrations. I mean, let me check what the arbitration is right now. Survival. Arbitration. Is there anything left from Borrow? Let me just check. We got like an hour left of Borrow being around. I'll go check to see if there's anything left he's got, a cosmetic or something. Because I bought all the Prime mods, and... oh, the one thing I haven't gotten is the Veritux, the Prisma Veritux. There's not really enough time to grind ducats, but I think I might have some Prime stuff that I could afford to sell if need be. I don't know. I'll take a look. If that doesn't work out, then oh well. PS4 load times. I hope I can fix that in the future. With a hardware upgrade, but you know. I'm stuck with the PS4 for now.
Fishing tanks scrubbed, loaded, and flushed. Ready for service.
I'm using the side talks to you because the railjack is also docked at relays.
Tenno, may I extend an invitation to you?
So I have 80 ducats right now.
Available for viewing.
Not really any skins I want. The only thing I could imagine is the Veritux, and I just don't think I have prime junk to sell for that right now. Well, okay. Well, I think all the junk I have is stuff I eventually want to use, is the problem. I might be able to scrape together things that are worth selling. Plus, like, a lot of the stuff is vaulted, and, like, I might have enough relics to try and make a stab at something, but probably not. Oh, an affinity blessing. Nice. Tiburon Prime. Albon Prime, Atlas. I don't know. Like, all these things I eventually... Nell Prime isn't that important. That's not, like, unless I can get... What, of... Probably, like, 500. This is, like, 550 for the Prisma Veritux. I'd like to get Rhino Prime at some point, probably. I don't know that I'd really use him, though. But... very hesitant to take any vaulted frames and turn them into ducats right now. I've heard the Piranha Prime is quite nice. Well, I guess we'll let the Prisma Veritux go for now. Loading everyone's frames really kind of tanks performance a little, huh? Oh man. I cleaned out my PS4. It's not loud as hell, but still struggling. Could get a little Noggle. Little bobblehead of Barrow, whatever.
Nothing to your liking?
Yeah, whatever. Let's bounce. I think a little bit arbitration just as a chill kind of grind here. While I'm alone anyways. Some of the other grinds that I could do might be better served of having other people around. Because last night I spent a lot of my time grinding for Dagath, and, like, my last act was getting the Argon crystals. So, like, I've spent a lot of my standing here.
Here's what we can do for you.
Getting that. Rebuilding the standing up will be nice, because I want to be able to use that to get relic packs. But you gotta spend the standing to get the beacons to go into the, wherever the Abyss thing is here in Ceres. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hop into Arbitration, which looks like it'll be Survival. I don't know what the bonuses are, I don't really care. I do have Gara, but, you know, just, Gara's very strong, don't get me wrong, it's just, I'm, you know, a bit of a complacent Warframe player, and once I get a frame that I get a good rhythm with, or who I don't have to think about too much, I kinda get glued to them. And Gara is definitely one of the frames that you have to think to use, because you have to keep her Shattered Storm up and everything.
You must provide cover for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on.
Alright.
Emergency life support is inbound.
So the big thing about Arbitration is you gotta break the Arbitration beacons, because, like, they are... I don't know if I think they may even give enemies invulnerability while they're being affected by that. And also, they drop a resource that you can trade in for goodies. Not always, obviously, because I'm not picking any of it up now, but... Here we go. Now I could do just full brain off grind with the Orthos Prime here. Not to say that it takes much brains to use the Tonkor, but at least I'm aiming.
Life support on the way.
And yeah, this is sort of a good... I don't know if... I think I'm actually... I should complete a sentence. I'm gonna keep doing GTA 2 as well, as kind of just games I can play where I can kind of, you know, go on autopilot and chat. But I think Warframe's a good game for that. I don't really have a specific announcement I'm making, besides, like, there's more games coming down the pipeline, because I've gotten a bunch of assets ready. Thumbnails, PNG tubers, you might be able to tell from Warframe. Oh, now Frank wants attention. Bunch of stuff ready to do some more series, and yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's gonna mean that the rate that series is gonna be coming out is gonna be a little slower, because I'm still gonna more or less keep things to a video a day. I think if I have a video that's less than an hour long, it doesn't get to be the only video of that day. It gets to be a supplementary video. So, depending on how long this little recording session goes, I think it may be tied to how long I end up sticking around in this arbitration. Or like if, you know, it's early morning getting to mid-morning when people are gonna be up. I'm not gonna force people to be quiet on the weekend, so yeah. My boyfriend's up, I'll probably wrap up the episode there. But, yeah. Good time to just kinda chat about stuff. So, I'm on an upswing finally after dealing with some, you know, the health issues and stuff and not having a lot of energy. I'm getting energy finally. I'm hoping I keep getting energy because I have a desire to do a whole ton of things. See how that plays out, 'cause you never know. But that means, at least for the time being, I have the opportunity to start stockpiling content again, which gives big stress relief and let me work on stuff more freely, while always having stuff going up every day. And I know no one put the strict schedule on me but myself, and so I'm trying to resist my own urge to, you know, buckle under that by just... You know, I shouldn't even make it a solid rule. Maybe sometimes if, you know, I'm short on videos, I might do one of the shorter videos, like the art time-lapse, or one of these Warframe videos or a GTA video, in place of one of the normal series. These are going to kind of be much more open-ended sort of series, that they are hardly a series at all. Just me playing a game I've sunk thousands of hours into before ever recording it, and hanging out, doing a grind, because I love grindy games. What can I say? And I think Warframe has a very solid method of grinding. I think GTA got there in the end. It's both games, people give GTA a lot of crap, even though it's actually got an even more open-ended approach. Granted, it's not free to play, it is pay to play. Although I think nowadays you only have to pay like $5 for GTA Online, so it's not that bad. Could be wrong on that. But yeah, like pretty much all the content, and now it's the GTA Plus thing and what kind of for most of the existence of GTA Online. Once you bought the game, you never had to spend another cent to get anything you wanted. You had to grind though. Some people don't like grindy games, and I think the main difference is that Warframe, on the surface, everyone who ever got Warframe for the most part, was getting into a grindy, you know, weapon RPG, dungeon crawler type deal. Well, high mobility dungeon crawler, which I guess is kind of its own thing. Or like wave survival, or I don't know, whatever genre Warframe is. I don't know genre names. You kind of know you're getting into a grindy game, so people don't complain about the grind as much. Obviously, don't use Reddit, it's a hellscape, and everyone will complain about everything you love if you touch Reddit. But I think GTA appealed, like, base GTA, you know, single player appeals to a certain crowd that is not used to playing grindy games. They're used to playing a adventure game, or like, you know, there's no grind in most GTA stories. I would say this GTA 5 story, a little different if you want to do all the business stuff, but still, you can kind of get away without ever grinding. In order to make a compelling online game off of the mechanics that they've introduced with single player, then, you know, more compelling than the base game, which I'm sure a lot of people who played GTA Online at the beginning will tell you that that was more compelling because there wasn't a bunch of fancy weapons or whatever. Sit on my phone, forgot to mute it. Man, I'm gonna have to go and get life support. Killing too slowly. They'd say that it's worse off, and I don't know. I don't know if I think it's better because you have a lot more different varieties of gameplay, and that's what I like. I like the sense of a game always having other things you can do, so that you can never really say that you have nothing to do, or you're exhausted all of the things you can do in a while, or can do to grind, because there's always other things you can play. Now the main difference is that everything in GTA comes down to money. That's the only real currency. So the only things you should do according to the meta, or whatever optimizes, whatever makes you the most money quickest, which is Cayo Perico. But Warframe, there's a bunch of different resources and different things that you can all be working on. So while you have one thing cooking in the foundry, you can go and grind, like in this case, I need endo, I'm grinding arbitrations. I also need some special resources for weapons, for void weapons, so I need to go grind. God, really? Am I really not picking up kills quick enough? We're not that far in. Why am I struggling so much? Embarrassing. You know what? Maybe it's because this huge tile they're taking forever to get across, and it's not paying close enough attention to know. Let me pop another life support, and we'll find a smaller tile to hang out in. But yeah, there's so many different things that you gotta work on if you want to get special items, and sorry, I had to cough. You gotta, like, and there's only ever more. They keep adding more. Every time they do a major update, or even a minor update, there's like another, like, thing you can grind. Get more stuff. Okay. All enough, I guess. I was having no issue last time I had a survival arbitration. Oh boy. Oh, we're in trouble.
We will all share its bounty. Hold out as long as you can. Spore saturation is nearing critical mass.
Come on, life support! Life support! I'm gonna fail.
Support will save you.
Okay, yeah. Yep, I messed up. I don't know if I just got unlucky there. That was about. I was killing a bunch of enemies, and then none of them were dropping life support at the end. It's fine. We'll just restart. I should be able to get to the exit before dying. Yeah. Whoops. I didn't even get any. I got barely any endo and no Iatan sculptures, huh? Wow. 2 arcanes though. Can't complain about arcanes, but I'm here for the endo. Anyway, we'll load back into arbitration. If I can. But yeah. So like, there's the Zeramin stuff and all the void weapons and things from that. There's prime parts, prime weapons, doing all of that stuff. There's, you know, stuff with Hall and his whole stuff, which I've kind of been neglecting for a little while. Can I not repeat? Is that the thing of arbitration? I can't remember. Yeah, I think you get one shot at an arbitration and you have to wait for the next one to come up. Okay. Well, I blew that, but I got a couple arcanes out of it at least. Well, I don't know if I want to call the episode here because that was just a dumbass move there. Is there anything? Oh, you know what? I want to do invasions. That's another thing. I have a ton of weapons. So many. I picked up so many Corpus weapons that need field runs, and I've just been, like, burning them up as soon as I get them. And we'll just keep that process going. I need more field runs. So, that's another grind. That's an earlier grind in the game. Invasions have been around forever. I gotta do a lot of helping of the Corpus. Get those field runs. I've already built like a ton of weapons, and I still need more. I'm constantly chewing through field runs.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Let's keep this going. So the way invasions work is you do 3 missions for a faction, like assisting them and their like allies in those fights. And then when the decision is made at the end of the battle, in this case, all the invasions against the infested, you always are helping the non-infested side. And so those invasions usually wrap up faster because it's, you know, all the players who are doing invasions contribute to the progress of the invasion. So I am contributing to them eradicating this current infestation issue here on whatever the hell planet I'm on. I didn't really pay attention. Pretty low level. I don't know if it's maybe Venus. I guess it's probably Venus. Looks like Venus tile set. They use the same tile set for Pluto. So hard to know for sure, but yeah. You do all 3 missions, and when the invasion is resolved, they send you your battle pay. So it's not an immediate thing, but like, you'll get an email with what you get, what you earn. And Fieldrins are kind of like the special resource you need to make a lot of Corpus weapons. The expensive resource that can be, like, you can I think there are ways of getting Fieldrin blueprints, potentially. Either you buy them or something. Probably should look into that, given how many I need. But it's just kind of been easier to just... if I need something to do, one of the things I can do is hop in invasions and get more Fieldrins. Alright.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Come on, send more enemies. Blind, okay. So we'll probably do the 3 missions. And, well, actually, that might even run long for this episode, considering I've already had like 20 minutes blown before I got to doing this. We'll see. See how long it takes me. They're all very easy enemies to fight. This particular invasion. At a certain point, for most missions, everything becomes kind of easy. Just higher level content becomes a bit of a challenge, but yeah. Like looking at something that's like, oh, level 40 versus level 10. Like, okay, whatever. My current set of weapons will chop everything down in one shot anyways, so doesn't matter too much for me. You see, and there's another infested outbreak that started up for Fieldrins. Good. That's just what we're looking for. All right. Like to try. Unfortunately, defense just takes as long as it takes. Like, it's hard to get this one to go faster. I wish these were like capture missions. That's the way to do it. Doesn't get much quicker. Capture is pretty much the fastest game mode you can do. Whereas defense is probably... actually, I think I timed it. Because way back when, we used to run Gabby and Samani on series to grind mastery. Kind of a good balance of easy tile sets for stuff, all that. And I think it had the best, like, percentages. Back when Dark Sectors actually did something more than were just grind zones, it also like had the best payout and everything. So that was also part of it. I think they all have the same payout now, I'm not sure. But yeah. And like I would time myself on like how fast I could get through a defense versus, you know, the equivalent of period of time in a survival to hit a reward, just out of curiosity. And I do think you end up going... You can go faster on a defense than you can survival. You can get 5 waves of defense done in shorter than 5 minutes, which is weird, because defense feels so much slower. But it's not about, you know, we're actually grinding stuff out. Defense is better if you have crappier weapons, because there's fewer enemies you have to deal with usually. I mean, if you're doing an easy defense anyways. You get in trouble otherwise, because they'll destroy the target. But yeah, plus like, one of my old methods was just using Gara, putting up a wall around the defense target, and then using the crappy weapon inside the shield, inside of Gara's wall. But, you know, I guess I could always return to that if I encounter a problem like that again. Alright, what's next? Another defense? Oh no. I hope not. Defense is so slow. Yeah. Okay.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Alright, alright. I want to do survival or something better, because even though I just said... Oh wait, that's Corpus. Corpus are friends here. That said, it's slightly faster to do defense. There's just fewer enemies. And you have to, like, be on the lookout more. I guess. I don't know. I just find defense a little bit tiresome after a while. I forgot this is tile set. It's kind of easy to just sit up here. See everything. I will have to jump down for ammo from time to time, but yeah. Grab the focus orb. I keep instinctually shooting every time I see the Corpus guys. I'm sure they appreciate it. I wish I had like a sort of countdown of how many enemies are in each wave. It's a very tiny nitpick, but it would be nice to have. You had the countdown like you had in Exterminate. Although that doesn't count how many enemies are left, it's how many enemies you need to kill now. Used to be back in the day, they actually only spawned in as many enemies as you needed, which was a problem if one of the enemies like fell out of the map or something, which is probably why they changed it. Occasionally you'd have an exterminate mission you couldn't finish. I think they tweaked it so it spawned a few extra enemies after that, but nowadays they seem to infinitely spawn on exterminates. Sort of ruins the vibe a little, but whatever. Okay. One more, because you gotta do 3 instead of 3 for the invasion. One more, and then we wait for other players to do this invasion enough that it clears out. And everyone gets their payout of field trips. I gotta spend that Unairu at some point. Starting to pile up. I think I have more things I gotta level up though, so that's good. I'll get to it later. Alright. It's gonna be defense again. Sometimes it is taking your repeat the same one over and over. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what determines what the game is. It tile? Because sometimes invasions bounce around and there'll be different game modes for each one. I don't know what is the determining factor there. Skip cinematic. Alright.
Our position has
And
been
we're doing
compromised.
all the defense
Defend the cargo
Venus
until
defense tile sets, huh?
reinforcements arrive.
For tiles. Actually, I haven't seen this one for defense in a while. I've seen it for interception and stuff. That's more recently in my mind, but I can't actually remember when. Not since I've come back to play this last time, I don't think. Defense? That's been quite a while. We're actually missing a tile set here. Oh no, that's right. I think they removed that old, like the one aboard the ship. And the only way to actually have that defense anymore is you do the thing for Citrine. Like half of Citrine's mission is that type of defense. I don't think you can see that tile anymore. Maybe there's some place you can. Not sure. Oh, hi. What are you guys doing up here? Go down there. Defense objectives down here. You don't need to be up there. That was my perch. Now the shield. Right. I'll take the spare shields, I suppose. Come on. I think in a future episode of this, we'll go and do Zeraman stuff. I just didn't want to jump into doing that after failing the arbitration. Because, like, I spend a lot of time searching the entire tile for the stuff I need. And I didn't want to clog up the episode, make it too long. This is going to be shorter stuff, I think. I know it's funny saying that with the last one being like 2.5 hours long or something like that. But it's going to kind of... I want to cater the episodes to the length of whatever it is I'm doing. And my mental length was like, oh, it'd be like 40 minutes, so I was going to do like an arbitration or something. And that's about how long I would stick around in arbitration survival. But apparently not today. Today I'm going to completely mess that up. So we're just going to do defense. Or no, a defense. We're finishing up this invasion. Sure. Take the Unairu. In fact, this is super easy stuff, so... Got one wave remaining, huh? I'll just shoot them with the Sirocco. Oh, right. Corpus. Keep shooting the Corpus. They're not the enemies. missed it. Granted, the overcharge in a Sirocco is overkill. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, I think that should finish that invasion. We'll take a look to see how much time is left on it. But, yeah. See when I get my payout from it. Loading in. And hey, the episode still is going to turn out to be around 40 minutes or so, a little longer, but that's fine. Let's see. Invasion. Which one did I just do? The Venus one, I think, probably. Unda. Yeah. So there's also Tessera or more Fieldrins, although I guess that one's either newer. I think it's the bar is filling up, so it's probably not too long until Unda is done. I don't know if we need to clear the entire infestation outbreak on Venus to get it or not. That's going to be mobile defense. So if I look in here, does it tell me what the no, I think it does. Okay, well, whatever. We will get our battle pay will be received when Unda's conflict is resolved. Looks like 73% left of, so there's 27% left, I should say, the infestation to be cleared out. So, but for invasions that are between the Rainier and Corpus, for example, you can pick a side, so I can get Detonite Injectors or Fieldrins here. And it's whenever one side wins. So these ones can kind of last longer, I think. That's pretty evenly split. So, the anti-infested ones are kind of a safer bet for a quicker payout. Because it's just going to come down to, eventually the community will end up probably pushing those other invasions one way or the other. Looks like Razorback Armada, like, helping the Corpus or the Grenier ends up contributing towards their big fleet attack sort of thing. The Grenier Fomorian fleets or the Razorback Armada. And then those are special missions that you can do, that you have to get like the right thing to enter the, like, to participate. It's its whole It's its own whole thing. Can't speak. But yeah, I think that'll about do it for this quick little Warframe episode. I'll see you guys later.